All right, having set up our integer programming problem for our first example from week 8, next I want to go over to LibreOffice Calc and solve. Okay, and so again, the model summarized here in this document, but let's go and do it. All right, so what I've done to save time is I started just by typing up our table, and I'm going to start with my objective. Okay, so my objective is going to be to maximize our return in millions of dollars, and so that's going to be equal to, okay, let me actually start by creating some variables. Okay, and this will be our project go, no go. So call it project go or no go. Let me do a dash, make sure I make it clear. Okay, remember go is 1, no go is 0. Okay, and so I'll initialize them all initially with values of 1. Okay, so our objective is going to be to maximize the return, and so that'll be equal to the go or no go for each of our product times that return in millions of dollars. Sum up over all of our projects. Bam. Okay, now we need to add our constraints. Okay, and so I'm going to label them out. We had year 1, year 2, and year 3. So I'll start out with our year 1, 2, and 3 constraints. And so basically what that is going to be the expenditure of each project type in millions of dollars per year times the project go or no go. Make sure I've got them all. So just for comparison, there should be a built-in some product. And let's see, so some product, I should just need to highlight the 2 rows that we're going to multiply, or 2 columns we're going to multiply together, then sum. Yeah, okay, so some prod accomplishes the same thing. Okay, just so that if I want to speed this up and do some product, oh, now we're in year 2. So highlight year 2 expenditures times project no-go variables. Year 3 expenditures by the project no-go, no-go. Okay, and then in each case we're comparing to the total amount of dollars we have in that year. Okay, so there's our year constraints. Okay, we had non-negativity and integer, which we'll get from checkboxes in Solver. And then we're going to have this constraint that all of our variables need to be less than or equal to 1. Okay, and it's just this combined with non-negativity and integer, or restrict our values to being between 0 and 1. Okay, so how I want to impose that? Well, this one I'll just manually type because I can select all of these and make them less than or equal to 1. So I'm going to go Solver. I want to seek a maximum for that. I'm going to change the values of all these go, no-go variables. Okay. We'll have our constraint of our year 1 budget, our year 2 budget, our year 3 budget. Okay, and then we're going to have to require, well, so first, the first 2, if I go to just options in LibreOffice Calc, I can check a box, assume variables as integer, and assume variables as non-negative. Okay. The other option, remember, just like Excel, is I can go to my drop down and I can select, integer. So I could add a constraint, say that, x1 needs to be integer, right? I can do that, okay, if I wanted to. That makes it easier for dealing with mixed integer problems. Okay. All right, so I'm going to see if I can select all of these. Okay, I'm going to so see, I just selected all of them. All my variables, that those need to be less than or equal to 1. Okay, and again, I just did assume all variables are integer, and then I assume non-negativity. If I was doing a mixed type problem, I can indicate specific variables to be integer. And look at that. There's actually a binary. I could have just chosen that all those variables were binary and see what happened. Okay, so if I solve, let's keep the result. Okay, I find that projects 1, 2, 3, and 4 should all be a go. Project 5 is a no-go. And then all of my yearly expenditures are less than my $25 million budget. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And again, there's different ways to impose the constraints, but that's how you did it in this case. If you have any questions, let me know.